It's inventory management with the Boston Page. 3, 2, 1.
The best leadership happens when you step away for 10 minutes.
This is Back in 10. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Back in 10. I'm Savanah.
And I'm Jen.
And today we are talking about inventory management. We want to reduce our office waste. We want to control our costs. And more importantly, we want to make sure that everyone is on side with doing so. But before we get into that, I do want to say that today I was actually a little bit wasteful. I made a beautiful omelet, and then I made a beautiful profi. And if you don't know what a profi is, it's a double shot of espresso and a protein drink. It's amazing if you have protein goals. Yeah, but then I got so excited because someone named Jennifer Steadman was calling me, and I whipped around to check the phone, and I knocked over the profi, and it got all over the phone. It got all over the omelet. So I said, F it. I'm going to have that full fat latte and my sourdough cinnamon toast.
I had a profi this morning. It was delicious.
You did?
I
What's
did.
your favorite protein?
Oh, I just do coffee. Coffee and chocolate protein.
Chocolate protein. Yeah.
So good.
I mean, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Along with a full meal. But yeah, I'm all about the profi. Getting in my caffeine and making sure you're hitting protein goals. But anyway, yeah, I felt super wasteful because I had to chuck all of that into the trash and start over. And I feel like sometimes we can have these moments in the dental practice too.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? You talk about wasteful. Addie had a wasteful thing that happened at school, and she came home and was talking about it. And when I thought about this in inventory management, and we talk about being wasteful, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give you the scenario because this happens in the office. So picture this. You go to lunch and you have a tray with all of your stuff on it. But there's only one thing that you want to eat on that. So you throw everything else away other than that one item on the tray. And that one item is really good. Like everyone wants it. Everyone wants that one thing. So instead of just having that one thing, you have to get it with everything, right? So similar, like in the practice, if you get things in bulk or in like a pack or a set, there's usually like one thing in there that everyone wants, right? Yep.
Yeah.
For me, it used to be those little discs that were really good for IPR that everyone wanted to use. I don't know what it's called. It's like the little saw, the white one. For whatever reason, everyone liked the white one, but you had to buy it in a pack. No one used the rest of them.
Wasteful.
So then it's like, what's going on with the rest? Yeah. The same thing happened to Addie at school. And the poor kid didn't get her pizza because everyone else wanted the icy that was on lunch and they didn't have enough pizza. So the same thing happens in the dental office, that things get thrown away because they're not used. And then when someone goes to get the thing, they're like, oh, I really need that. It's not there. So making sure that you have a good way to track your inventory, making sure that you have a good system for ordering inventory, and just for communicating with the team to figure out what they like, what they don't. And here, let's just listen and see if they have any suggestions too, to make sure that you're not wasteful, because it is very easy to be wasteful, and it takes a little bit of finesse, I'll say, to be green.
It's true. It's true. And you bring up a good point about making sure that you have to have a standardized ordering protocol for your team. And that's, as you as a leader, you're working with whoever you've put in charge of ordering, whether it's a lead assistant or another assistant in general, or maybe it's your hygienist who is doing the ordering for the practice. Just making sure that you do making sure that you do assign clear responsibilities, but not only responsibilities, we also have to talk about accountability too when it comes to
Oh.
office inventory management and office products. If you use the last of something and you do not add it to the order supply list, shame on you.
Mhm.
Shame, shame, shame. I think that was
Mhm.
that was in the top 3 of arguments that were always happening. Like
Mhm.
I I think every morning opportunity meeting was like, well, someone used the last burr and didn't say anything.
Mhm.
Someone did that last
Mhm.
week. Guys, how many times do we have to talk about
Yeah.
this? If
And
you
look,
put the tag in the basket, please.
exactly. So
Have a clear ordering system. What
yeah,
do you
so like
want your team to do when things are used?
and you just said tag, right? So there's a lot of offices that'll use a tag system, but I would say don't wait until you take the last one. Wait until there's like 2 or 3 of that
Oh
item
yeah.
because sometimes it's like you might go through 5 of those in one day and you just took the last one. That ain't on you that you took the last one. That's actually 4 people before you because they should have done it, right? Um,
Mhm.
and I hate to should on anybody, but sorry, you should have.
You shoulda.
You should have. So another thing that works really well too, have you ever used a scanner?
Yeah, I
Have
loved
you
the
ever done that?
scanner.
Oh my gosh. So when you have the tags, there's little barcodes and your local rep of your supply company can help you with this. That there's barcodes and you just go and you scan it and it adds it to a list to make it really easy to order. Because I'll say way back in the day, it used to take forever to
Yeah.
order because you had to look in and what's the code and what's this and what's that. Now it's just it's so much easier
Mhm.
um, to do that. You can also have things that are on auto ship depending on how much that you use.
Yeah.
I always say though, I would rather have you have the perfect amount or a little bit more in your office than too much. I don't want
Oh yeah.
inventory sitting on your shelves
You
that
don't
you're
wanna
not
be a
going to
just
use.
in case hoarder. Like, no
No.
one you like, I have seen supply closets that have just
Ugh.
and also, like, when you over order, especially on, products with expiration dates, that's just thousands and thousands of
Uh-huh.
dollars in wasted materials and money.
Uh-huh. Oh
It's
yeah.
not mm-mm.
No.
I mean, I think that's where honestly, you have to track usage too.
Mhm.
One thing that
Oh yeah.
my practice did do, and a couple of assistants were like, "Why are we doing this? This is like super anal." Well, actually, no, it's not. It's going to let us know how much an actual appointment costs based on the
Mhm.
materials. Like
Oh yeah.
if you go in for a hospital visit, right? They
Oh,
itemize your bill down to, like, the tissue used to wipe your ass. Like, I'm not like, they everything
yeah, and
is
it's single
hyper
ply.
itemized. Yeah, one single ply. I mean, who are we? How much insurance are we paying for? Please. But everything is very itemized so you can see the costs of the materials. Then they're
Exactly.
not order hoarding and
Mhm.
also billing appropriately. Your
Yeah.
inventory management also reflects your production
Mhm.
setting,
Yeah.
right? What is this crown set at? How not just my time and my dental assistant's time for this procedure, what are
Mhm.
the actual materials costing me for this appointment?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And, you know, it does take time to do that, but man, is it eye-opening when you do. It's crazy eye-opening when you do. I'll say so I did it for 1 practice and then 2, 4, and then, you know, a lot, I'll say. And we went through and created a custom formulary with our supply company. And if you have gone through that, you know the strenuous process that it is.
Mhm.
And it's similar to like if you had one office down to what's the gloves of choice, right? And I will say it's not always the most expensive one, but
Right.
in that process, we tested lots of different things and we selected specific team members to help with that testing process. So we had a certain number of doctors, certain number of hygienists, certain number of assistants to test different things and from different locations, from different skill levels, everything. We wanted to know down to um, the fluoride that they were even using. Okay, what did you like about it? What did you not like about it? It's the consistency, right? The viscosity of all these things. Like there's so many different things that come into play, even the
Yeah.
composite, the impression material, if you needed it to do temps or something, if you didn't have a scan, like a 3D scanner in your practice, a 3D printer, so many different things. And it takes forever, but it's
But it's
so
worth it.
worth it when you do. Yeah. And then you have a custom formulary or a catalog that your team orders from, and that's all that they order from.
Yeah.
If there is something that's outside of that, then it's like, okay, we have to go to the process. But really, what I found when we did this is we tried to narrow it down to like our top 5 distributors. And
Smart.
then when you do that, especially when you're in a group practice, you can get better pricing if you narrow things down to those top distributors. Because if you look and you're like, oh, I'm going to switch to this composite from this other one because they're willing to give me a better discount, and the team liked it equally.
Yeah.
You know,
Vendor
so
consolidation.
yeah, there's so many different
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
And not just on the clinical level, look at it on the admin level too. You'd be surprised at how many offices turn into Staples
Oh, yeah,
or
it's
Office
incredible.
Depot or Target, whatever it is. But
Yeah.
I've never seen so many like Dymo appointment labels in one place at one time. Like, why do you have 27 rolls of Dymo appointment labels? You laugh at me because
Because
you know.
okay, because they only sell them like that. I had to buy those
Nope.
Dymo. I must have had an old Dymo printer then because I could only get it on eBay, and it came in a box of like 25 rolls.
You must
And
not have known me then because I could tell you the name of the company right off the top of my head, and you can buy them in single pack.
oh no, I switched. It was just a really old system.
Oh, okay. I'm not
It was
I'm sorry that you had to do that.
I mean, we went through them, but like I had to go through back stock before I would order anything. Speaking
Yeah.
of back stock, um look at where you're storing your inventory.
Oh.
Definitely do an inventory storage audit. Check and see where things are located in rooms. I loved the standardization of inventory. So like each hygiene room, if you had to pop over to someone else's room, you knew exactly where to find the prophy paste. It was in the same drawer in every single room. Same thing for dental operatories as well. Are the burrs in the same little tackle box in the same drawer? Like we
Mhm.
standardizing the inventory location will also decrease over purchasing of inventory
Mhm.
because you'll know where it all is and you'll know where to look when you're doing your ordering.
Yeah. And on top of that too, if you have, a guest hygienist, I'll say, come into your practice and they don't see something in your drawer that your normal hygienist that works for you all the time is
Yeah.
out of the office and they're like, "Oh, I had to use this first because it's going to be expiring soon." They go to get something brand new from the cabinet and now it's expired and now you've just wasted it because they don't see it.
Right.
Right? So just making sure that things are visible um, makes it so much easier too.
Yeah.
But yeah, little whiteboard does a world of wonders. Like for the team, if they use the last of something or close to the end, that they can write it down and then you can just take it while you're ordering it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. I I always found it hard though for my lead dental assistant, Danielle. She crushed it. She was so friggin' amazing. Um, because it would be a recurring conversation of like, please write it on the board. Please put the tag in the basket. And as a dental manager, like I don't know who didn't put the tag in the basket. So how am I going to address the problem? I don't
Hmm.
want to do the ordering. Like I don't want fear factor people of, oh no, now Savannah's ordering. We have to do everything right. No, you should have the
Hmm.
respect for your team and
Hmm.
do it right the first time. How, what would you do in that situation? And I'm still like that's still just like
There's a few different things. I think one, yes, it's important that they do that. I think two, also standardizing like what day you're doing the ordering or what time of day you're doing the ordering because you want
hmm,
to minimize the quantity of orders that you have to do because then there's a lot of shipping costs, right?
right.
But so honestly, we got it down that we ordered once every other week or once a month.
Oh, you're lucky. We were once a week. I mean, we like ripped through things.
Yeah. Oh, so but we planned it out because it's time also away from that assistant or whoever's doing the ordering. So like,
Yeah.
you know what? We're going to reserve and we would block off that person's schedule for that amount of time. But then
Yeah.
it's like one, an hour, hour and a half, depending, right, on the size of the practice and what's going on. But like if they were doing it once a month, might take them an hour and a half to do it. But you think about it, if they're doing that every single week, how much time is wasted? But
Mhm.
if your team knows how, when it's getting ordered, what time of day, what day, you also talk about it at your opportunity meeting in the morning and say, hey, Danielle's doing the ordering today. If you need anything or know of anything, speak now or forever hold your peace. Because if it's not
Right.
here, it's not going to get ordered until the next time.
Right.
And you have to make sure that everyone has all of that. So I think also having that system down can definitely help too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for you as a leader, when the team sees that you are invested in reducing waste in the practice, they will follow suit. Right?
Mhm.
People mirror behavior. Ideally, I mean, we want people to mirror behavior. They may not always mirror behavior, but if you are striving for, reduced waste,
Mhm.
your team should come alongside. You could also even make it a practice initiative. Like this year, we're having an initiative to go green and reduced waste. So
Mhm.
let's look at our products we're ordering and are they biodegradable? Or do they cause health risks?
Right.
Like
Right.
let's look at everything that we order in the practice and try to be as green as possible. That's a really fun thing to do as a team to
Mhm.
empower your inventory management
Mhm.
and waste reduction.
Yeah, and when you're ordering only once or twice a month, you don't have to worry about all of the, exhaust and everything that can do to the ecosystem and everything too. So there's so many different ways that you can go green. You just have
Yeah,
to make sure that you're communicating that with your team and that everyone's on the same page. And once you
totally.
decide, you hold everyone to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say in closing is that I don't mind if you spend a little extra money on double-ply toilet paper for the practice. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Double please, please do so.
Double-ply or if it didn't happen.
Your team members, yeah, double fire didn't happen is right. Your team members will be very appreciative, and so will your patients. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
All right,
Mhm.
y'all, go manage your inventory. Get everyone on side.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on Back in 10.
If something made you laugh, nod, or feel a little more human, share it with a friend and make sure that you're subscribed.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Back in 10 Pod for more behind the scenes, updates, and probably a little chaos.
We're not here to have it all figured out. We're just here to tell you the things that we wish someone had told us.
And remind you that leadership doesn't have to be perfect, just real.
We'll be back in 10.